Hey, this is David Morelli from the Enwaken radio show. Yesterday I interviewed Remer, who's a business expert. He sold 2 companies worth approximately $200 million and is on his 3rd company, which has 80 employees, doing great, making huge deals. So what does a business expert have to teach you about you in your life? Quite a bit, actually. Here are some of the highlights from yesterday's show.
I'm listening to this, and I think that everybody could find places in their lives where they aren't living as congruently with their intentions as they want to, right? And there is a way that you do have to have compassion for yourself, number one, and then number 2, have a real rigor of commitment in going forward as to how you'll handle situations. But then there's likely also situations to sort of turn around and go, oh, I need to go clean that up. Right?
You mean clean up an aisle 8, I always call it?
Exactly, yeah. Like, the pasta sauce has hit the floor.
Well, because even when you start living congruent, we all have that stuff that we weren't doing it before. So you got to make the right decision, go forward. But there's clean up an aisle 8 because you weren't living congruent back then, and that's going to have some that will have some tailwind until you kind of clean up that space. And so yes, that's a reality. And sometimes those cleanups aren't that much fun, but it feels so good to be in the space that is where you're supposed to be, even if there's a short-term cleanup to make happen. I had some previous successes, and when I started this business, the question I had for myself, and I kind of always joke, it's really great that a cute little ice cream company in Vermont talks about love and happiness and all that kind of fun stuff, but can I, in the middle of downtown Denver, create a company in the financial service space and the CEO talk about love and empowerment and validation and truly go all the way with what that means for me in that particular moment? And I can say, 7 years into it, it has evolved as I've evolved, but that's the language of our company. We talk about love and support and environments and creating the space. Doesn't mean we're not accountable. It doesn't mean that we aren't growing and we're not doing things that are, that need to happen in a business. But in the environment that we're in, providing the support and focusing on the energy, because I have a big thought that energy leads, numbers follow. If the energy is off, the numbers, whatever those numbers are for you and your organization, they will catch up to you. If the energy is right and things are flowing and and I'm not talking about guitars and singing Kumbaya, and we're a financial service company. We're doing real stuff here. But providing the environment that allows people to be safe so they can be who they are, that they can be at the highest level of what they're going to bring to the table. And it's my strong opinion, if you provide those environments and truly let your stars shine because they're validated, they're empowered, and they feel good about where they are, the stars will shine. And oh, by the way, those people who don't really want to show up with a light on them, they'll run as fast as you can possibly imagine.
And we have Beverly on the line, who I understand is a coach and also entrepreneur, and you'd like some coaching here today.
I think it's just that what you mentioned earlier, maybe it's not for me, maybe that super success or that pushing past that boundary is for other people, but for, not for me. And so that feeling, I think what you're talking about is too foreign for me to even get there.
That's where I see that the sabotage has been a bit, because it looks like you're more comfortable in a bit more struggle than you are in ease. Does that make sense to you?
Actually, it does. I've never really had it come back to me that way, but yes, I think you're spot on that, very much so.
Yeah, and that's one, I want to say that you're not alone in that. There's lots of people who have that as their pattern. And it's something that you can change and shift. It's not like you have this, incurable disease somehow called, I can't get out of struggle right when it's about to get easy, then I sabotage. That's actually, a lot of people have that. And there's a way that for you, the success that you dream of is on the other side of that ceiling, if you will. It's kind of like a glass ceiling that you hit. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
So to see what happened to the rest of Beverly's coaching session and to hear the rest of the show, go to Enwaken on iTunes.com. And we'll deliver to you each and every week your subscription to this show, delivered right to your iTunes account. So If there's anything else we can do here for you at Enwaken, come see us at Enwaken.com. And if you want the integration meditation, come to Enwaken.com/radio and make sure to put your name and email in there, and you'll hear not only this integration meditation, but all the ones from the past and all the ones for the future. See you soon.